All interfaces must be updated before use. In some cases, if you do not update the interface, the radio will not even turn on. First, click Find Device. Make sure that the interface is connected to your Windows or Mac computer using a USB data cable. Make sure that you have a data cable and not simply a charging cable. If your interface is connected using a data cable and click Find Device, you will have options appear here. This menu indicates that your unit is connected to the computer properly. First, let's select the software. For this demonstration, we will use a 2013 Cadillac CTS as an example. Click Search. As you see, there is one software available. Highlight the software by clicking on it and click Install. Now we wait for the installation process. Once it's complete, we can move on to step 2, which is configure camera or video settings. This process should only take about 30 seconds. Keep in mind we have remote support available up in the top right of the screen. NavTool is able to access your computer and help you along with the process if you're having trouble. When software installation is complete, you will see this screen. Go ahead and click Close. Now let's go ahead and move on to step 2, which is configure camera settings. The first step, we want to select Turn on HDMI Wireless CarPlay Android Auto Video Input. If we have any of these features, we're going to want to select this. On the left side of the screen, we're going to want to select any cameras that were not already equipped in the car. For example, if your car has a factory rear view camera, you do not need to select that. On the right side of the screen, you want to select any factory cameras your car has. For example, if your car came with a factory rear camera, this is where you would select that. So let's say for our demonstrations purposes, our 2013 Cadillac CTS came with a factory rear view camera. However, we installed front, left, and right facing cameras. This is how the configuration should look. Next, we scroll down. On the left-hand side, we have forward-facing camera settings. You have two options. The first is manual. This means that the forward-facing camera can only be turned on manually by the driver. The second option is manual speed check. This option is good for parallel parking. If you put the car in reverse, the rear-facing camera will come on. If you put the car back into drive, the front-facing camera will automatically turn on at any speed up to 10 miles an hour. On the right-hand side, you have settings for left and right lane watch cameras. These settings are only for aftermarket cameras that you've added to the car. The first option is manual, which means the cameras can only be activated manually by the driver. The second option is manual without speed check, which means the left and right lane watch cameras can be turned on at any speed. The last option is manual with speed check, which means the left and right lane watch cameras are automatically displayed with the use of the left and right turn signals, and your speed is above 50 miles per hour. When all the settings are complete and correct, go ahead and click Save Settings and then Close. Next, you have on-screen display settings. These are the settings of the 4 camera inputs. This is basically the display name for each of the cameras. You can make it input 1 or front camera, input 2 or rear camera, etc. If you're using the basic 4 cameras, front, back, left, and right, we find it's easier to just leave them as the camera name. Also, deselect all of the options on the left regarding overlay text. Once you're happy with your settings, go ahead and click Save Settings. Feature activation is only available in certain vehicles, so go ahead and disregard it. And that's it, you're finished. Go ahead and disconnect the interface from the computer and proceed with the installation.